Well, hello everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, or in the words of the character I'm playing. Hello.
You have to be in that way the whole night.
That's right, the whole time. You guys had to figure out what I'm saying. Howdy, friends. Welcome to It's a Log Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We all just happen to dress up today, just happenstance. No, this is our Halloween episode, because it's the 25th. We will not be here next week, so that's why we're having it today. So, yeah, super excited. Everybody from the Unearthed Arcanum, take a look at your camera, wave, and say, ooh.
Ooh.
Man.
Perfect.
Man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, for those that have no idea what the heck this is, man, this is a weird one to jump into. But hi, we're a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties, living, existing, breathing, or not breathing, in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Alastaire. So if this is your first time here, again, sorry, not sorry, honestly, but yeah, this is the weirder one. So we hope you enjoy yourself. As I've mentioned, as I've mentioned lately this week, very few announcements for things on the horizon right now. We are busy trying to make sure that Brasslight is solid and underway. We had our huge Brasslight, not huge, but big Brasslight fight yesterday, which is super fun. We had some train combat. It's good stuff.
Train was badass.
Thanks, man. It's gonna get better.
So cool.
It'll get there.
So cool.
But yeah, so that is really it as far as like big things that are kind of on the horizon. So the only thing else I'll add to that is, as always, if you are looking to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe right here where you're watching this right now. Helps us out a ton. We appreciate it. But you can also check out our Instagram and TikTok at It's a Long Story _ TTRPG. So It's a Long Story _ TTRPG. Yeah, and check that out. So we have some clips, of our favorite moments, some backstory, or sorry, behind the scenes sort of stuff. It's all good fun. So please check it out and give us a like and a follow if you're watching on that as well. Thank you. That's it. Super simple in the announcements, giving it closer time to be able to kind of just dive into everybody killing each other. Before we jump into tonight, we do need to get a recap of where we left off. So Jess, would you please let us know where we left off?
All right. So we started out last time with a bunch of scared feral children and this dude named Marcus looking for the burning one. Prim is the first one who encounters them. She basically takes one look, says, "This isn't me, nope," and fucks off to go help Yori with whatever he's fighting on the other side of the maze. On that other side of the maze, Yori pulls off an incredible move.
Oh, Jess, we just lost you. You just muted.
Yep, I just hit a button by accident. Where was I? Yori grapples the giant rat, throws him into the air, and just kind of pins him there with the immovable rod. Pretty cool. Inside the hut, Aldulith, as we're calling them, I guess, tells the hag that there's still time to talk, but the hag's having none of it. She seems pretty obsessed with Aldulith, so she's just going to do whatever she needs to do. Aldulith decides to try to dispel the magic on the hag's horns, but that fails. And that she's worried about the wrong person, which seems to unsettle her a little bit, but she's still totally focused on putting Al down. Upstairs, Kara hears parts of the exchange. She tries to surprise Iekz. Did I say that right? I don't know how to say it.
Iekz. Yep, Iekz. Iekz. Iekz.
Yes. Because she's so transfixed on Alastaire. However, the cauldron in the corner attacks as she gets near. It extends a whole bunch of tentacles out. Maybe one. I don't know. I wrote down a whole bunch. Back in the maze, Gwen tries to get this dude to explain who he is, how he got here, and what he needs in 25 words or less. He's completely useless. Gwen loses patience and just extrapolates from context and tells him to look after the kids as she rushes through the portal. She is able to open the door to get down the stairs. And has a moment of something that definitely is not going to come back and bite her in the ass later, of thinking this is pretty standard storybook hag stuff. Back in the maze, Sarah and Io follow Gwen through. Prim and Yori continue to deal with a giant rat creature. Sarah and Io both try to attack, but largely their attacks don't work right now. Although it does announce to Iekz that there's more than a couple people here. However, she's still fixated on Alastaire. Iekz tries to go invisible, but Alastaire is able to disrupt her concentration enough that the spell fails by whacking her with the cane. Prim and Yori continue to pummel the giant ogre rat. Yori's pretty beat up during the fight, but there's some really excellent mid-combat banter between Yori and Prim, which is always fun. Eventually, they're able to basically beat that wrath to death with their fists. And they go back through the other side of the wall, where Yori encounters fake Gwen for the first time, who is super mean to him, and he can't tell the difference between the two. But Prim fills him in. They all ignore Marcus and the feral children. Poor Marcus is never going to realize his chosen one destiny with the burning one at this rate. Inside, we have Redcaps joining the fight. And they all try to attack Alastaire, but they mostly miss. Al continues trying to mentally assault the hag by using phantasmal force to sort of make her see him and Undulith standing side by side, attacking her in unison. Kara is super fast. It's going to try to inflict wounds with a radiant strike against Iekz, but then realizes that it won't deal the simultaneous damage we've been told is needed. So she just goes stabby stab because she's good at stabbing. Gwen is able to trap a couple of the redcaps into a cube of mischief that eventually one of them just starts spouting off poetry, which is an instant classic. I cannot repeat it here because it's just too good. Joe, good job.
Thank you.
Eventually, we all sort of take out the redcaps. Iekz goes invisible at one point and reappears to attack the Ludus kids. Throughout it all, Ugal has stayed green, which maybe is good for us. Prim and Yori team up and continue to pummel the redcaps. Alastaire is severely damaged, but manages to get closer to Gwen to hold some ice magic to use alongside her fire magic. Kara takes out some more redcaps, and the cauldron died somewhere in there. Not sure where, but we don't have to worry about the cauldron anymore. And then finally, we are able to, sort of at the same time as Iekz is going, unleash our fiery ice bolt that sort of just barely hits her and crumbles her into a void that opens behind her. As she dies / disappears, she mumbles something about, Rucelli, how could you do this? And as she falls into the void, her voice echoes, this house isn't done with you, something like that. And as the void portal sort of disappears, we all have a moment. We feel something. Most of us are able to shake it off, but when the house settles, Alastaire and Kara are glaring at one another. There's many insults flown back and forth, and we end as Kara intends to stabby stab.
Beautiful.
I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, let me know.
Anything else we need to thank you, Jess. Appreciate it. Anything else we need to add, friends? Cool. All right. Sweet. Well, without further ado, let's play some D&D. I love you guys. I just want you all to know that. No reason. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Okay, so where we left off, we have the Iekz seemingly transported, dropped, and broken into this realm that it is a fair assumption that she will never return from. But as stated, as she leaves, she gives kind of a hint of saying that it is not over just yet. As you all are kind of taking a quick look, kind of looking back at each other, Alastaire and Kara basically shoot some very acid words at each other. And as we start the initiative, there is going to be a surprise round with Kara and Alastaire. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alastaire, you are first up.
A couple quick questions before I make my decision here. Earlier, when I first entered the house, I went over by the cauldron. I know we've been there for a while. Is that cauldron person-sized, first off?
Yes, it is.
And secondly, does it look extremely heavy?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Cool. That will be a useful, handy tool for later, kids. Cool.
I like that.
So after trading some words with Kara and seeing her reach for her blades, I will throw the hand with the cane up and yell. Everyone will hear, Kara, please, you don't have to do this. Please don't make me do something I don't want to do. Kara, however, you're going to hear that first word in Alastaire's voice, but the rest of it you're going to hear in Hadrian's voice just to your left. And when you turn and look, you will see Hadrian with Maeve, the exact same age she was when she disappeared, with a knife pressed against her throat. You hear the same words, however, at the very end, you hear Maeve go, Mommy, please don't move. If you move, he'll kill me. And you see a drop of blood come from her neck where the point of that dagger is at. She screams. You're going to take...
Do I get a save for this at all?
Sure. So cast Phantasmal Force, so you need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Does a natural 20 for a 24 work?
It does.
God
It absolutely
damn.
does.
Wow.
Man, however, the sad part of that is I'm going to use my reaction, and you're going to see that dagger press really, really hard into Maeve's throat, and I'm going to take 5 off of that nat 20.
Off of my nat 20?
So what's the DC for it now?
It's 18.
So you had a
So
20
meets it
for a
beats
total
it.
of 24.
24, so I still
Oh.
succeeded.
Oh, don't do that. Dang it.
You said it!
Cool. Yeah, then you pass it, and then as you see it, you see the image kind of melt, and then me being so sure in what happened, I'm gonna put my hand on Gwen's shoulder. I'm not even gonna watch, and say, Iekz has a book here. She took notes. Her whole life's in it. And start trying to walk towards the room off to the side.
Okay. Is it a full save or suck, so she doesn't take anything from this?
Pretty certain she doesn't take anything. Let me double check.
Okay.
Phantasm.
Yep, save or suck. You're good.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
There you go.
So, Kara, you're aware of the. Also, I'm going to say, based on that nat 20, Alastair, I'm going to also twist the knife on your end and say that you did use that reaction.
Yeah, that's good.
So, trying to kind of pull that that save down, Kara, you recognize that this is Alastair's doing.
Mhm.
So, Kara, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Where did he walk to?
There's a room there off to the right on our screen. Underneath the stairs.
It's not a room. It's actually kind of like a counter. So to actually get. So we'll say that there's a little space like under the stairs that you are. Stylistically, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference in spacing, but if it is, we'll deal with it. Actually, I'll pull this off too. Kara, you are up.
I think everyone sees Kara look to the side and tense up as she sees what Alastair tried to force on her as an illusion, and then she looks back, absolutely angered at Alastair, and she says, "You will not use my daughter against me. I won't fall for your lies," as she shoots you with a crossbow. Does a 21 hit?
You know it hits.
21
Mhm.
defense, for sure.
We're gonna... Well, I have 2 actions because I'm hasted. So this first one is 12 damage.
Got it.
And then a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to use my bonus action steady aim to throw on my radiant strike. So that's going to be a lot more damage this time. So give me a second.
So you were using the steady aim to give advantage, right? Is that what I was catching?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Cool.
It wasn't an actual 20, so it still hits. Just had to check that. I'm at. With my D8. 35 points of damage.
35.
Alistair's down.
As you see, she shoots once with the crossbow, and you see the shadows just coalesce around her and kind of wrap around that next bolt of the crossbow as it shoots straight through Alastair again. This time the shadows kind of pulse in Alastair as he falls, bringing him down.
Evan's going to use something, but his audio is not working.
Is this working again?
There you go.
Okay, I use my reaction to use Cloud Rain.
Which
So you're
does-
taking the damage?
No, I can put it to another creature, which could be me, just anybody but the attacker. So I break the rune, and here's a question. At this point, does the house or anything in the house count as a creature?
Nope.
Okay. Even though we have these big old hands, they're just sort of like...
On you, because
and I don't see them.
Right,
Right.
and the idea of like being surprised at the top of your turn is when you'll be able to have a chance to possibly see them.
I'll take
so
it.
in this reaction, okay, you already takes all the damage. How much damage is that again?
Yeah.
30. Are you taking the first hit or the second hit?
The second hit.
35.
Okay, so 35. Piercing? Not that it matters because I don't have any sort of resistance right now.
I
but-
didn't break it up. It's piercing and radiant and sneak attack. I didn't break. Do I need to break it up? I didn't.
No, I was
break
just
it
like, none of my resistances are right now. So yeah, I'm good. That's all just regular damage.
Kara, if you can clear something up for me, what was the two attacks from?
I'm hasted.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. There we go. That's right. It's been a few weeks. Cool. Yeah. So hasted
So yeah,
action,
that
action.
the bolt you fire instead of hitting, I guess you fired 2, right? 2 bolts.
I did. That's why I
Yeah.
asked which one you take.
Yeah. So the second one, yeah, I think it's just sort of a very like portal-like thing. It's almost like unnoticeable as far as just like it's about to hit Alastaire, and then suddenly it's just you hear and it's just sort of embedded in Yori's armor right in his chest, and just like it looks bad. It looks real bad.
Kara's gonna look at Yori and look back at Alastaire with even more anger and say, "What did you do, you coward? You threw it on him?"
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Beautiful. So I think that ends the surprise round for everybody, unless there's anything else. Cool. So with that, we are going to the top of the order. Prim, give me a. I will allow. For anybody, just in case, most likely it will be a perception check. I will allow a perception or an arcana check. Your choice.
21 perception.
Okay. Cool. They 21 perception as you will say, who are you focusing on this turn?
Kara.
Cool. As you look at Kara, you see something behind her, a massive sort of you see it starting from the fingernails as there's this deep rose gold seems to be protruding like and kind of giving off this like kind of magic sort of steam behind it, but the hand itself is Iekz green, as it is towering above her, almost seemingly like moving its fingers as if controlling a puppet.
Cool. I think at that point she'll kind of call out and just, "Oh, that's odd. There's something over them. All right. Kara, I'm going to invade your space a little bit." And she'll kind of try to move around to get behind to get to the hand, basically. But I'm assuming that looks almost like I'm flanking Kara all of a sudden.
Yeah, you can do that. So fall movements will kind of get jumping over the table and whatnot. You're able to get to the other side.
Yeah, and then we'll try to hit it with the spirit arm. Try to give it a bap with that.
You got it. Go for it.
And they're all with disadvantage because I'm still poisoned. Oh, I lost the natural 20, but I still got a 26 on the first attack.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Let me do one more for the second attack. 14. Does a 14 hit on the second attack?
1 second. I would say probably not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay, cool. And we will just hit on the first one for 7. 7 damage to the hand.
Okay.
And then Kara, something is trying to control you, I think, and it might be the house. I'm not positive. And then she'll try to pop again and flurry of blows. So we'll go
You
for
got
10
it.
more attacks.
Cool. I'll say after the first attack, because you kind of give a very smart pause there. Kara, you take half of that damage, so you take 3 points of damage.
She like glares at you over her shoulder. You're against me too.
Literally, I am trying to deal with the thing that's controlling you right now. Yeah, and I'll throw 2 more at it.
You got it.
Miss on the... yeah, both of them are misses. 12 and 14.
Yeah, 14 just misses.
Okay. Yeah. And then...
So 7
he'll-
points. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Beautiful. That ends Prim's turn. It is now Sara's turn. Sara is going to... Wow. Sara rolled pretty dang high in her perception. And I'll say just for the fun of it, is going to look at Alastaire and go, Alastaire, she has you. It's not real. There's a hand behind you. And is yelling out pretty much to everybody. At this point, he's going to say like, what, should I hit it?
No, hit her. She just put an arrow in me.
Hit him. He's trying to manipulate you.
Hit whatever you see that's not them.
Evan, you're muted. Okay, cool. So we'll say both of you give me persuasion checks for Alastair.
Do Prim and I get to make those, have them make those checks as disadvantage as we're yelling, no, hit the
For
hand.
both of them?
All I said was like,
I think
who has who?
Yeah, I think like this is to whose hands do I hit at this point. So yeah.
16. What'd you get,
60?
Rogue? 16. What'd you get, Rogue?
I got an 11.
Oh, hey.
Beautiful. Cool. All right, Kara, I'm so sorry. Just duck. And is going to throw a dagger in your direction.
Wait, sorry, I'm behind her.
Okay. It did not miss horribly, so it is not going to hit Kara. Sorta, kinda. Oh, I see. Sorry, let me clean something up, gang. Sorry. Okay. I screwed up something real quick. So just Prim, how much was the first hit that you did for what was the
The only hit that I hit was 7 damage.
No. What was the roll to hit?
20 something.
Cool.
24.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah. 26.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing?
Throwing a knife.
Let's see. Throwing a knife. 11. Yep, that'll hit. That does hit. And it explodes. Which also means I think she's out of daggers because she threw the other one.
Get those returning daggers, yo.
Not enough returning stuff in general in D&D, besides the fact that Artificer can just make everything returning. But not anymore.
They don't exist
they don't
in
exist.
2024.
Okay. Kara, you take 8 points of piercing damage. However, I'll say, Kara, give me a... give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That's a natural 1 plus 0 for a natural 1.
There's no spectrum. It's just binary.
She looks
beautiful.
up at Zara. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, and it kind
What
of like
is magic?
exploded pretty much in your face. However, for anyone else, so now at this point, as Sarah was kind of like yelling it out to like kind of, we'll say anybody that saw the hand controlling Kara at this point, it fades away.
Am I no longer homicidal towards Alastair?
Yeah.
Well, only
Well.
the natural amount.
Only the normal level of homicidal
Right.
towards Alastair?
Right,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So you're weirdly now in love with Alastair?
Oh.
There's like a.
We wrote about
did
this
say
earlier.
that this fight
There's
can
a
end
rebound.
one of two
Yeah.
ways.
That's
We
right.
just switched the ending.
Oh no, I got a mini
Um,
stuck in my hair. Okay, there we go. I said to Miranda, I was like, I kind of just look like a swampy Adam Duritz right now, instead of Gutter, but it works. I'm Gutter for those who don't know. All right, anyways, back to the game.
Kara just shakes her head and like puts her head in her hands as she stumbles back a little,
Hey, are
realizing what she was
good?
doing.
Prim will kind of like catch you.
No, I wanted to kill Alastair more than usual.
That's a thing? I thought you guys did that. No, this wasn't normal. Cool, okay.
No.
Beautiful. So that ends. Iekz, actually, Iekz, I think, kind of like starts to kind of run towards you because her daggers.
Zara.
Zara?
Iekz? Yeah, what?
Yeah, Zara, I think you mean.
You just gave the whole game away.
We did.
Sarah.
Spoilers, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put her on the table, but she was able to move quick enough to be able to grab her dagger. Cool. All right, it is now Alistair's turn. Kara's on deck.
I didn't read my spell very well last time. There was a tentacle creature in the cauldron, but it is dead now, correct?
It is dead now, yes.
So there is nothing in that cauldron that could be considered a creature.
I had Io as 21. Right? Yeah, cool. So no, we're still
Yeah, he is.
sorry, your question, Clinton?
There's nothing in that cauldron that could be considered a creature because it's dead now, right?
Yeah, there's a dead creature in there.
Great, a dead creature.
Yeah, technically, yeah, I guess.
For the purposes of a spell that would target a creature?
Yeah, I think so. Here, I'll do a quick look.
Objects.
I think usually once things are dead, they're not really
They're an
considered.
object.
They're
Technically,
objects
yes,
more
yeah.
than creatures
Yeah.
for purposes of spells. Unless it's a necromancy spell.
But
Then
it's,
I think-
it's like the same turn as it. Wait, no, did it die this turn? Is
It died like 2 turns ago.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Let me check one quick thing.
What's the spell?
It's a surprise tool for later.
It's this
I
it's
know.
classic. The classic. With the
Jennifer Crawford said
teleport.
a non-undead corpse isn't considered a creature. It's effectively an object. So Jeremy Crawford says not a creature.
All right, well, thanks, JC.
Which, again, this is one of those things where it's like, guys, just change your wording. Because
Right.
it is absolutely a creature. It's just dead.
Yes. All right.
That's the dead type.
Well, in that case, Gwen is still right there, close by, and Yori just took an arrow for me. So I'm gonna, leaning back against whatever wall I'm against now, yell back, "She's trying to murder me, guys! Can you please, like, help?" And then try and keep going towards that side room. I'm looking for books, journal, whatever, because if there's something that can help me kill her faster, that'd be great.
Roll a... Because you're essentially dominated. I'll say
Oh,
roll
in that
me-
case, fine, we're good.
Yeah,
then
you're still
I will-
still in the dominator.
You got it. I was trying to get them to fight for me. Cool. Then I will swing around the corner and with my free hand, rip the arrow that she shot me in the shoulder with out and fling it towards her. And as it does, it will spiral into a ray of frost. Nice. Does a 16 hit you?
My AC's 20 right now.
Oh, that's right. Because, man, I'm so glad I hasted you. And you will see it go right.
Did you haste? Oh, you used the item.
He did.
Yeah.
He used the item.
You can't drop it.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, or I would have dropped it. Trust
Yep.
me. Yeah. So yeah, you see it just go right past your ear, just leaving a little bit of icy cold water on you.
Okay. Beautiful.
Does an ice knife still do damage if you miss?
it was
It's
fast.
a ray of frost on ice.
Oh, ray of frost.
Then I'm gonna bonus action down a potion.
Okay. You got it. Cool. All right, so that ends Alistair's turn. It is now Kara's turn. So
Kara's
Kara,
like,
you are free from any. I'll say, I think. Oh, you rolled a nat 1. You really weren't. You're not sure what happened, but you are free from whatever was connected to you. Although Alistair is still shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a perception check to see if there's something
Oh
behind
yeah,
him.
if there's something controlling Alistair, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Perception or Arcana.
I'm doing perception. Does a 19 work?
19 does work. Yeah, you see something as you see Alistair kind of like turn and sort of like duck into himself to kind of down the potion. You see this weirdly only somewhat translucent hand kind of like wrap around him as if trying to kind of protect him while he's doing that.
Kara's just like, I'm sorry, something's controlling us, as she sprints towards Alastair.
Okay.
And she's going to wrap her arms around him and cast Healing Word to start.
Cool. I'm gonna smack you.
Use your reaction. Okay, use your reaction to smack me. I'm still casting Healing Word
That's fine.
for
Just-
max healing, so that's 7.
A flavor?
I forgot.
Mage Slayer
Alistair had that reaction.
Yeah, Mage Slayer. Yeah, so yeah, as you go to wrap your arms around me, I'm gonna swing the cane backwards to try and hit you, and I think it just kind of is more of a glancing blow than anything. And then as I do that, I'm gonna fall down because cane.
No, I'm trying to like grab you around your body, so I think I would try to hold you up.
Okay, well,
I like it.
You heal 7 hit points,
nice.
and I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on the hand. So the hand needs to make a Con 15 save.
Ooh. Okay.
As you just see shadows explode out from Kara, focusing on the hand.
Con 15, you said?
Yeah.
That's a natural 2.
Ooh, okay, that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's 11 radiant damage on the hand.
Okay, cool. Alistair, you take 5.
Good thing I healed you for 7.
Or a net 2.
Beautiful.
We're still
yeah.
coming out on top.
You see, as you do the radiance, you see the hand like that was kind of covered around Alistair. As you go to like grab Alistair, there is a moment where it feels, like I said, it's only really like semi-translucent. You actually feel like there's this weird sort of like bubbly sort of like force field that you kind of like push in to kind of like wrap your arms around him. And as you cast that word of range, you kind of feel it kind of like fling back and sort of like stretch out in the air as the fingers kind of just like move around. Clearly not liking that.
Can I use my second action to... Who else is nearby?
Gwen's probably not far, depending how far he moved.
I mean, I'm kind of close. I'm right by the bookshelf
we're-
right there.
we're all-
Is someone's within 5 feet of me, right?
Gwyn is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
Io, actually, I think.
slash at the thing then. I
Well-
like wrap my arms around Alastair and slash up with the blade at the hand.
What are you using for? Oh, that was that on your turn?
Yeah,
Oh, because you have 2 attacks. Got it.
I'm
Cool.
wasted.
Yep, got it. I understand.
Oh my God.
Am I within 5 feet of Alastair though, or am I 5 feet?
You're within 5 feet of
Okay,
both
perfect.
of them.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 25 to hit. Or-
25 hits.
Are these things immune to poison before I roll the poison dice?
They are, yes.
Okay, so I won't roll for poison damage.
I'm also taking half damage, just so you're aware
Yeah, I
before you
know.
start rolling a bunch of d6s.
Oh, well, I mean, I can heal you.
You need to get it off you.
Would she even know that? It's the thing. It's like
12.
if she's attacking the.
I rolled a
hand
natural
itself.
1 on my Arcana, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Ooh, that's not great for you.
because it's like the hand is transmitting damage through itself to Alistair when it gets hit or something, or is it just like that? There's the
I think
hand is
it's not fully there, so you're passing through
conceptual.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For clarity's sake, it is taking all of the damage. Just the person that is connected to is also taking half of that.
Well, I just did 32 damage to it.
Nice.
Do I need to roll an extra d6 for the poison? Because the poison would that still be translated to Alastair, even though it's immune?
I'll say no because you are
Okay.
attacking the hand. It's the connection the hand has to Alistair that's kind of providing
So, 32.
that. Okay. Alistair, you take 16, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
down?
But also, the hand seems to disappear.
And she just, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I had to get that hand off of you. Before you killed me or someone else.
Is Alastair unconscious?
Alistair's awake. I'm sorry too. I didn't know what I was doing.
I know.
Sorry.
We'll talk about that later. Right now we need to get out of this.
We can't leave yet.
As you say that, everybody, there's a moment where there is a sort of like a low but loud sort of rumbling sound that seems to push into everybody's minds. As we see the entire sort of house seems to shake a little bit. Everybody's kind of like holding their heads. And I need everybody to give me an intelligence saving throw. Kara and Alastair have advantage.
Oh, thank God.
So I'll roll for Sarah.
Is
Oh,
this
that's
like
really
a? Okay.
And then someone wants to roll for Io.
Is this
Yeah,
like a
I got
regular action
IO.
or a layer action, like, or is it sort of like the down? I'm just wondering if like it was something where we should have got our turn before this happened, or if it was like okay.
No,
that,
this is
event
something that was
caused us
in an
to go-
initiative.
Okay, yeah. Just wasn't sure if it was sort of like we went back into sort of since the hands died, we went back into sort of a more. Yeah.
No.
Awesome. Good to know. 11.
I
Io got a
rolled
6.
1 and a 2.
No,
I got a 6.
Io got a 6. Gwen got a 28.
Okay.
Nat 20 for a 29.
Okay. Alistair, who do you, we'll say in this moment, I will allow you to save Kara if you like. 'Cause you said you rolled a nat 1 and a 2? Kara?
Yeah,
Okay.
a nat 1 and a natural 2.
Yeah, like Alistair, if you want to kind of like reach out and like kind of like, I'd say like maybe in this moment you actually see like a hand kind of like go like come out of the ether to grab her.
Yeah, I think we were standing there. I would assume at this point, because I'm trying to stand up, probably still has her arm around my waist, like pulling me up. And I think
Yeah.
as I turn, I see it, and I'll throw my cane behind her to kind of block the hand coming at her.
I like it. And this like weird sort of blue energy just seems to just kind of like shatter out around as it kind of pulls back and disappears into the darkness. Great. So Alastair saved, Gwyn saved, Kara
Yeah,
saved.
Gwen also got a natural 20 if that matters anything.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Who do you shout out to? I like this.
Who would I see better, Yori
We'll
or
say
Io?
for this, so the one thing I will say on this, especially because you guys are kind of coming up soon anyways, Alistair, use yours for Mage Slayer. We'll say, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll give this to you guys. Yeah. Sorry, what was the question, Gwyn?
Who do I have better like sightline to, Yori or Io, to really see anything affecting them?
It's about the same.
Okay.
They're both gonna fail. I'll be honest.
Well, unless it's wait, if it's charmed or frightened, I get another +2, but that's still only a 13. So.
I think she would probably reach out to Io because I think he's physically closest too.
Okay. You got it.
I got a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
15 just saves. Cool. Cool. So as that, as the hand reaches out towards Io, Gwyn, what do you do to distract? Like, I would say, like, magically, like, you could say that you just kind of, like, shoot something out or something like that towards Io.
I think that I would probably send out like a mage hand or something like that to just sort of like yank him back by the collar, like just to nudge him out of the way or something.
Okay, so I think then in that case, Yori is the only one that failed that throw. Which is Yori. I'm missing your initiative, man. What's your initiative?
It was 20.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, great. All right. So we're good. Cool. That is the end of the hand's turn. It is now Io's turn. Yori, as this is happening, do you want to pick someone, or do you want to roll for it?
Pick someone.
As you are dominated by this hand that is trying.
Right,
to get
but
you
am I trying to fight one person or trying to just kill everybody?
That's it. Yeah, I would say probably kill everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. It would be something where it would direct you. It would
It's
like
very
try to push
like
you somewhere. Personal.
Aura and Alastair did just start fighting.
Yeah, it's one of the two of them. I'm gonna go with Alastair because he was the last one to have backed down from that fight.
Cool. Makes sense. It is Io's turn. Kiki, if you don't mind taking the wheel on that.
Jess is gonna do it because.
Jess, if you don't mind taking the wheel on that.
Yeah, I think Io would probably I think he's gonna be like, "What the hell, guys?" in his little voice. Stop trying to kill each other. We'll try calm emotions on everybody. I think he can get everybody.
Okay.
So each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails its saving throw, choose one of the following two effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Or alternatively, you can make a target feel indifferent. So Io would choose to end any effect causing charm or frightened.
Okay.
For anybody who fails.
So here's what, because it's a little bit of a weird sort of bastardized thing. So I'll say I will roll a saving throw to allow, to possibly allow Yori to roll that, to roll their saving throw again.
Okay.
If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
because it's like I wouldn't be able to choose to fail it if I'm dominated, because I would choose not
Right.
to fail that. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a roll just to see, basically a roll to see if the hand isn't able to block this, and then the roll to see if Yori's able to break out of this.
And I mean, it's and all of us should make the save if we want to try to fail it or succeed against it, because it's a 20-foot sphere. It's each humanoid in a 20-foot radius. So that's pretty
only
much everyone
Yori
here.
right now is affected by anything, I think.
That's right, because Prim saved. Okay.
Yep, Prim save.
They could have their emotions calmed if they feel like it. Just chill out.
Yeah, if you guys want to roll, go for it.
If any of
roll
us
to
have
chill out.
any unknown
Roll to
charmed or
fight
frightened
chill.
effect on us, those would just end if everybody chooses to fail.
So the DC on the hand,
17
17. Okay.
charisma.
And charisma. Okay.
And when oh shit, I already used that. Never mind.
It actually saves against it.
And he also used silvery barbs on his own turn.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Reaction.
can use your reaction on your own turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think you see like everybody started like kind of like taking a deep breath, except for Yori, who is now like just kind of like gaining in anger at this, seems to be like pushing against it, and then Io does silvery barbs against that.
Well, that is 2 leveled spells, though, isn't it?
I don't think it matters for reactions for some reason.
Like you can counterspell on your turn.
Yeah.
It's
If
technically
they
not
counterspell your spell, you can
turn.
counterspell their counterspell.
Right, because the reaction would be on.
A
I'll
reaction
allow
is
it
its
for
own
this.
thing.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Yeah,
for
you're right.
this.
It has to do with the so reaction spells. I think are fine. I forget
Yeah.
the actual like it always There's something about because I know if you have a second action, you can cast another leveled spell. So reaction
Oh,
is
so
probably
I'm
similar.
re-rolling. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you're re-rolling. I will give advantage to Prim because she is up next,
It's
and
only
she
the-
does well. Gwen goes, but I
Okay.
don't know. She doesn't really do attack spells.
That is a fail. So Yori, give me another
Int save.
intelligence save.
I no. Does he have to roll? Oh, for yours, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Okay. Still fails.
Okay. I think that's Isle's turn because he doesn't really have a bonus action. I think he would. Yeah, I guess that's his turn. 'Cause he
Okay.
doesn't-
His tentacle is still up. So I
His
believe
tentacle
he's
is
able
up,
to move
yes.
it and attack with it.
So he'll try to attack the hand.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It's D8 for damage. I don't remember. I think it's using his spell attack roll,
His spell attack? Okay.
I believe.
26.
That'll hit.
And 5 points of whatever damage.
Okay. I think it's
I think it's
What is
force
this,
or psychic.
D8
It might be psychic.
plus
Tentacle
3.
damage.
Tentacle damage. Yeah, it is tentacle damage.
It is tentacle damage, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's 1d8 plus 5. Excuse me.
Plus 5. Cold damage is what it is.
Yeah.
And the hand's speed is reduced by 10 feet.
How much damage was that?
So
So it would be
it's
5
10,
plus 5 would be 10 cold.
So you take 5, Yori, and the creature takes, the hand takes 10. Awesome. Cool. That ends Io's turn. We are now on Yori.
So, Yori is sort of breathing real heavily before this, like clearly like just furious, and he has the sort of the bolt in his hand on his chest, and is sort of bent over, just like. And when the cold damage hits, the cold sort of goes through the bolt, and he just sort of shatters it out of his chest. But then he looks at Alastaire, and you see all of that fury and that sort of passion just drop. And he just stands up straight and looks straight at Alastaire. Just blank face. and he very sort of mechanically takes a keg of gunpowder out of his pack, and
Jeez.
he places it on the ground. And then
What are
he
you
casts
doing?
Enlarge on it.
Yori, what are you doing?
Buddies? Buddy, what are you?
And,
What is the plan here?
This is like, he's looking straight into, like, normally when he talks, he tends to avert his eyes and look down, and like right now he's looking straight at Alastaire's face, like into his eyes every time he looks over, while just doing this stuff, just taking it out, making it enlarge. Which, a keg of gunpowder is like a keg. It's not like a whole barrel. So now it's like a barrel. And then what I would like to do is sort of as a object interaction, light what would be like a 6-second fuse. Like a fuse that will go off at the end of my next turn is the idea. Is the and then after that, he also uses the storm rune. That's his bonus action to use the storm rune to gain the ability. Like, he lights it, and still looking straight at Alastaire, his eyes cloud over, the fuchsia, the purple fades out to white, and then snaps to a sort of like, lightning blue, yellow, sort of crackling within his eyes. And that's it. He doesn't respond to him. He's just looking straight at him, and that's my entire turn. The activating the storm rune is just the ability to, once per one of my turns, I can give somebody advantage or disadvantage. But it doesn't cost a reaction. So. Yeah, and that's it.
You're muted, Joe.
I am loving these turns, guys, is what I said. So good. Okay. With that, you all are seeing this happen. Gwyn, you are up. Give me a perception or arcana check. You're muted.
God, I can't do that. What's that number? But 16 plus 7, so 23? Arcana?
Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, and specifically, now that she can tell that something is controlling everybody, she would be looking for a source if she could find it.
Beautiful. You see the same hand, and I'd say like there's been almost a full turn of these hands just fucking up your shit, right?
Yeah.
So in this moment, as you see Yori, there's a moment of like seeing something that he would never do here, and you feel like you kind of like know at this point the hand's got to be behind him. So you see the hand, then you immediately kind of look down, and you see a tether that is rolling out the window, going east.
Okay.
It's like a magical sort of like I said, that rose gold. So it's basically like pink and gold, kind of like rolling into each other.
Great. She's going to follow that tether to the window, looking at the keg that's just lit, feeling there's a tiny sliver bit of time before it explodes us all. Put that out, she's going to say to everybody else. And then with her quill and sort of focusing on that tether, she's going to say, if we're going to kill each other, we're making that choice. And I'm going to do a fifth level dispel magic on the tether.
On the tether?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give you just a little bit of some extra flavor here. Gwen, when you see the tether, you see that it kind of like seems to kind of rope out the window. You have movement if you want to go out the window or go to the window.
Yeah, I was going to the window to see if I could see from where I am specifically.
As you look out the window, you see this tether seem to extend out, getting a little bit bigger as it comes closer to this cluster of hands surrounding itself, kind of like climbing over itself. And in the center of it is this yellow, like the whites of the eye is pure yellow, but the iris of it is that same sort of pinkish rose gold coloration. So this is what you see.
Cool, Joe.
Fuck yeah. That is cool.
Yeah.
That thing!
That thing.
Yeah.
Very cool. So she's talking directly to that eye thing when she says, if we choose to kill each other, we'll be making that decision, not you. And I'm still going to go with the 5th level Dispel Magic, which can go 120 feet. So all along that tether, hopefully back to the source, and maybe buy us a little time to deal with it completely.
Yeah, hitting the tether, no problem. Dispel Magic will automatically work.
Yeah, so I went with 5th level because I figured. And then she is going to look back at the rest and say, the real fight's out there. Can I climb through the window?
You certainly, let's see. Let me take a look at that. 30 feet gets you to the window.
Okay, then I will, I don't think I really have a bonus action, so let me see. Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions. So that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Cool. So you have come to the window, Gwen.
And I'm still staring the eye, straight in the eye.
Beautiful. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Gwen,
Yes.
I need you to roll me a d4, please.
A 2.
Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw.
I'm great at those, y'all. That's a 9.
Okay. As you say, the fight is out there. I'm gonna say, unless there's something you have against this, I'm gonna say that the rest of you actually see Gwen looking out the window, completely kind of like frozen in place. Gwen, you are under the frightened condition.
I'm only immune to charm things, so I don't think that frightened is a charm effect, unless
No,
it
it's a
specifically
separate. It's
says
always
so.
listed separately. Yeah.
Yeah.
It always says like frightened or charmed. Like yeah.
But wait, let me see. Something about calm emotions might linger, but I don't remember. It might be something that's only on it. Yeah, never mind. It's only if it's currently on it.
Concentration, so.
I think he can. No, it's not concentration. Yes, it is concentration.
Suppress any effect causing a terror.
Yeah, I think that's just to suppress the effect. If you can concentrate, you can suppress it for a minute.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't on when I cast the spell as Io, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Frightened Gwen.
Okay.
Her favorite emotion.
Cool. Emotion. I love it. All right. That is. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Might be some. I might put some stank on it. I think you're a little too far away. Hold on 1 second. Too far away for anything fun yet. Cool. All right, so that is now. Oh, that is some more fun. So let's do. Okay. I need dexterity saving throws from Kara, Io, Prim, and Yori.
But I'm a buddy.
25.
I'm buddies with the hand. I don't need to.
I don't think it's that hand. Your buddy is gone, so. Io got a natural 20 for 23.
Woo! Good lord.
11.
Nice. Still need Yori's and Kara's.
Sorry.
25.
Nice.
7. Yeah.
Cool. Yori and Prim, you are grappled and restrained as this sort of small, very translucent hand comes out and grabs onto you. As they do, they sink their nails into your skin. You take. Both of you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Just to be clear, I'm still dominated, right?
No, I dispelled that on you. By
I
dispelling
thought
the
you
tether.
dispelled. So everything on the tether, like, okay, I thought that I didn't know the tether was
The
one thing.
tether
that
was
just on me.
specifically the hand for you. We still have the big guy outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
And a bomb.
And a bomb inside.
Yep, and now you're restrained with the bomb.
Yeah. If y'all can get out, let's let the bomb go off. But only if you can get out.
Cool. All right, so that is it for them. I believe we're back to the top of the order. So it is Prim. So Prim, you are restrained. You can spend an action trying to break free if you'd like. It's just
I would.
another.
Love to.
Yeah. So in this case, I believe the saving throw was based on it coming up and kind of grabbing you. So now it's working through old-fashioned grapple rules. So it'd be athletics or acrobatics against their.
Yeah, contested. Yeah.
But I'm poisoned, so it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh no, I got 2 12s. It's good.
I
21.
don't have to give you advantage. Awesome.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 breaks free. Great.
Dope. Cool. Cool. The window. Going out the window.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So here's a weird, fun thing.
If I can movement speed out of there.
How dumb. Yeah. So technically speaking, so even though you break the grapple, you are still engaged with this creature.
Sure.
So if you want to disengage and then run, you certainly can. Otherwise, it's gonna.
Yeah, I'll just take the op.
Okay, you got it. Cool. So it is going to reach out to grab you again. So I need another acrobatics check.
Oh shoot! Wait, this isn't the disadvantage. Okay, we'll just roll it twice. That's fine. How's a 15 look?
15 looks great.
Cool.
Cool. Goes to reach out against you, and you're able to kind of like just duck and jump out of the way. Where are you going, Prim?
Running to the window, out the window, bonus action dashing towards the beastie out in the woods. So 90 feet.
So it looks like Prim's just running away at the first sign of trouble.
Gwen told you all that the real fight is outside.
The first sign of trouble? This is first sign.
I said the real sign of trouble.
Oh, sorry.
She's running towards
The
it.
first sign.
Just this house is terrifying. It just runs out.
Yeah. Also, since I didn't realize what had happened, when the tether drops and Yours no longer dominated, like he's staring straight at Alastaire and in a very weird, like as much as you can look embarrassed with like lightning coming from your eyes, like there's this moment of realization on his face at what he was doing, what he showed Alastaire, and he immediately like down turns his face, which points him down towards the wick that's lit up down below, which, I think he's just staring at that. I think that's what he ends up doing. It's just like, yeah. I think he's kind of speechless in what he just did.
Beautiful. Cool. So just for the record, I wanted to kind of give you kind of the snapshot of what you're seeing now from where you're at. This is 60 feet.
Okay. So I have 30 more.
You do.
Looks like a river of blood.
Yeah, it looks like a river of blood.
Are you high enough to run on water yet? Are you
Nope.
Jesus yet?
No, wait, I have
tree.
the ring of water walking.
Oh, you do!
That's not the worry right now, I'll be honest. I'm just going to tell you straight up.
I will duck behind the tree.
Okay.
Up the tree, muck shit over.
That's next turn.
Wait
Gotcha.
for your team.
I was gonna say, you have 30 feet of movement if you wanted to do
Wait
dope
for your
monk shit and
party.
run up a tree.
Yeah, I'll dope monk shut up.
Well, yeah, that's.
We'll go up the tree.
What are we
Cool.
worried about? Now I'm
Tree.
worried because I have a
Tree
stupid
is
plan.
not
now.
Anybody
It is a
who is not
tree.
around other people,
The tree turns into a hand and just grabs her and drags
the
her to the
blood
earth.
sucking people down.
I've
is
learned
definitely a
I've
thing.
learned with
That
pretty much
happens.
almost every so maybe it's me, every one of our groups I need to clarify things when they're alone. On the battlefield.
So nobody
Technically-
can help you right now.
If we're
In case,
being
yeah.
pedantic, the ring of water walking is any liquid surface as if it was solid ground.
Right.
Yeah, but also I'm alone against
But
whatever
you're
the hell
alone and there's
that
a
is.
river of blood.
You
Uh-huh.
can still be dragged down though. And then maybe
I
pop
mean,
back up.
also red caps came out of
Oops.
the river of blood last time,
I know.
so
Yeah.
they came from somewhere.
Yeah, they definitely came out of there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that ends Prim's turn.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay.
No banter, just out.
Yeah.
Prim.
Yeah. make me run back in.
So you run back in. No, give me a stealth check. DC's crazy high.
Hey, you know what sucks? I'm still poisoned, so this is still at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 27, but damn, was it? You took a nat 22.
It is a 27.
Yeah, 14
Okay,
plus 13. I got expertise in that.
All right, sweet. Okay, cool. The DC was 25. I'll just tell you straight up at this one because I'll forget.
Holy shit.
So nice.
Nice.
Cool. Well, shit. Why did I ask that? Okay, great. Good
I'm
job.
hiding in a tree, guy.
You did it.
You did it,
the thing.
guys. You did it.
It is Sara's turn. Sara grabs the knife. Okay, so Yori, you still want to do that?
Get it out, Sara.
Maybe.
Give us a little more time, Gwen says as
That's
she's
not how wicks
cowering
work.
in the corner.
I can cut it. Do you want me to cut it?
Yes.
I could just throw it.
No.
I'll say at this point the DM is asking, what do you want this NPC to do?
Cut the wick. Zara,
Cut the wick.
make a
Fine,
decision
cut
in your
it
own
out,
life.
baby.
I was saying,
Who
if
wants to
Yori
make a
wants
decision,
to,
princess?
No,
if Yori wants to
wouldn't
contest it, yeah.
But I think if we want what we want them, I don't think Yori necessarily wants it, but that's what I think the NPC should do. That's what I want the NPC to do. is cut
Okay,
it.
you got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So she runs up. I'll say I'm gonna roll some to see how smart these. Oh, okay, cool. She has to do a contested. I guess it's like kind of a contested grapple. I think. But I'd say it's athletics against her sleight of hand to be able to kind of cut the. Basically, what's happening is you're kind of like Yori. You're trying to like kind of like stretch to like put it in front of her, and the hands are kind of pulling you back. So, Yori, do you want to roll for her on this actually?
Sure.
So give me a D20. So sleight of hand. I'd say +4. She's pretty.
She got a 4. So 8 total.
8 total. Okay. It's against a 15. No luck. Stop moving. I think she didn't know that you were like like.
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, but she has another attack. She's 2 of them. So she'll
Oh
do it
yeah.
again.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Ooh, that was higher.
Well, she got a 9 + 4. You know what? I'm gonna give her advantage with the storm rune, so I'm gonna roll one more time.
Cool.
And a 10 + 4, so 14 total. I guess is what she got.
Still not. It is a whole sort of thing of like, of this like she kind of towers over you. Like she's a tall elf, and you are just like. And you're like, it's not you, it's the arm, but you're like, there's a
Well,
whole.
also,
turn
I'm
of
also
the
trying to
face.
overcorrect, and then like,
Yeah.
the storm rune is essentially like seeing slightly into the future. So I'm like, it's got to be no here.
Cool. I like NPCs that just seem totally useless right now. Great. So that is that's her whole turn. Alastair, you're up. Kara, you're on deck.
Fuck it. I'll run towards Yori. I didn't save your life so you could just kill yourself again, Yori. And I'll try and cut the cord.
I wasn't just gonna hug it. I was gonna throw it at you.
That would have killed all of us. Me? Why me?
You know whatever there was like a feeling. It's probably the house. I don't know about magic, spooky stuff. It's the same reason I hope that you were trying to kill Kara. Now please cut this.
As you, so same idea. So Alastair, go ahead and roll me. I'll take athletics if it's higher, but athletics are sleight of hand.
Same.
I'm rolling real good.
I rolled in that one.
Okay.
I love this.
We're all gonna die.
What are you using to try to cut the wick?
I imagine like my dad's pocket knife. I think is probably what comes out.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just have the damage to the it's a 2. Okay, cool. Yori, you take a point of damage as Alistair just there's something.
I'm sorry.
That's
Stop.
not even gonna cut a wick.
Stop moving. Could you please?
I can't.
What do you mean? Like
There's stuff around me. It's house stuff.
House stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I got nothing for this. I will just turn and look to the window. I guess throw it in the cauldron.
You turn to look at the window. You see Gwen is still staring out the window.
Yeah, she's kind of just frozen there, staring.
If I have any movement left, I'm gonna head towards Gwen.
Okay. Yeah. We're. I'll put you on the table, Star. Oh, wait, Star went bed. Okay. All right. Kara, you're up.
Okay. Have you dropped concentration on enlarge? Is it now keg size again, or is it still barrel sized?
It's still barrel size. I could drop it, but I haven't.
Kara's gonna say,
It's technically mechanically
shrink
possible
that
for me to do
down,
that.
because I can't carry that. Yeah, shrink that down.
Oh shit! Yeah, and he'll drop it at that point.
So, in case you guys didn't know, I'm hasted.
Wait, when?
And my fly speed is 40,
Yes.
so it's now 80 fly speed as a base speed.
Beautiful.
So can I fly by and grab the keg and keep flying out the window with the keg?
Yeah, I
At
think
80
the
feet per
hand.
second.
Yeah, the hand is holding Yori, or the hands are holding Yori. I kind of imagine like from the arms. So Yori is holding onto the keg. So yeah, Yori, you can let go of the keg in Kara's hands. If you
Yeah,
want.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna fly until I'm above the eye.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
19 plus 8, 27.
Okay. With 80 feet of movement. Where's the thingy? Because of the movement, having to get to Yori and having to get out of the house, 80 feet of movement doesn't put you directly under. You would still
Well,
have
no,
to
that's
throw.
80 feet base movement, so I can dash to get above it.
Okay, so that's what you wanted to do.
So it's 160 feet of movement.
Okay. 27. Beats the passive perception here. Let me make absolutely sure. I just want to make sure I'm not being too nice to you guys. Nope. Yeah, totally beats it. Wow, 27. Holy cow. Okay, cool. You're right over this thing.
All right. I know it's gonna explode very soon because the wick's very short and it's probably burning out. So can I drop the keg on the thing?
You can. So we said we wanted to do like a 6-second wick, right? Which means at the end of
Yori's turn.
turn is when it would explode.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, the end of my next turn. Yeah, this coming turn. Yep.
Okay.
So it's like any second now.
Right, because it would be it's like technically we go timey-wimey at the same time when it's like.
Right, but following that initiative, that means that son of a bitch. Okay, cool. Yori goes before the hands go.
Hey.
However, okay, hold on. The hands do have legendary actions here, so let's see if there's something that could be.
But it's still my turn. They go between turns, not during someone else's turn, right?
Correct. This is the turn to see, like, does it find it? Can it send it away before it explodes? Right, because it's going to explode at the end of yours turn. She's out of force creature than 60 seconds.
Does it understand what a barrel with a wick on it?
Who knows? We don't even know what it is. Maybe it's a house.
It's a house.
There is no legendary action for it to be able to kind of like throw this thing away. So yeah. I think on its turn it totally could, but it's not. But not on a no legendary action for it. Great, Kara, you dropped this thing. Beautiful.
Does dropping it cost me? What's that cost me?
I would say throwing it would be an action. Dropping it is just use an object. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm dropping it. And I'm like right over the top of it. I don't want to be floating over the blood specifically because I don't want to be floating over the blood because I'm scared of the blood.
You got it.
So I dropped it. It's gonna know I'm above it.
Right.
I could dash away. That would be the smart thing to do, or I could just start shooting this thing.
So I would say, so considering 80 to the 160, so 160 would get you. I'd say you're probably at about 100 feet right now, because you were only so another 40 feet would have been fine.
Okay, so I drop it.
Okay.
I'm going to do something very dumb, but that's what we're here for.
God, I love this.
I'm going to start bonus action Shield of Faith. So my base AC is now 22.
Okay, cool.
You dashed for your bonus action, right? Or is that
No,
part of...
I have 2 actions and a bonus action as hasted,
Oh, cool.
and I can do that as. So I have technically 3 hastes if I want it,
Hasted rogue.
Wait.
or
you're
3
hasted?
dashes if I
You
want
don't
it.
get a bonus action on haste.
Yeah, but she
No,
can
but
use
I
it to
can
dash.
bonus action dash, but I
Oh.
don't have to use my bonus action to dash. I can still
Yeah.
use an action to dash.
Yeah.
When did you get
Yeah,
hasted?
I'm gonna.
She has 2 rounds left.
Casey Winware. I'm hasted. To be clear, I'm hasted,
Just
and
put it-
Lysandra has armor. Those are the 2 things I will say constantly.
I love it.
I'm gonna shoot this thing. I'm still gonna shoot this thing.
Yeah.
Let's shoot this thing. I don't have advantage for any. Oh wait, it doesn't know I'm there. Do I have advantage? Because I'm like stealthy.
If you want to say that you, because you're, if you want to say that you're shooting it before you're dropping it,
Yeah.
because I think
I'm just
dropping
flying
it
up with the
means
crossbow
gives you,
and shooting it.
yeah, shoot and then drop, yeah,
Okay. I just want to use my radiant strike.
yeah.
25 to hit.
25 hits.
That's really good. 6, 10, 13, 15, 20, 29 damage. And then I drop barrel on its head.
29 damage. Okay.
How high up are you when you drop the barrel?
That's a good question, actually.
Would
was
I
only
know
being
the
silly for
mechanics?
barrel damage.
Yeah. Would I know the Oh, for the barrel damage. Would I know the mechanics of explosive radius? I don't think I would. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope, that's a 6. I don't
Cool.
know.
Yeah.
So what's my crossbow max without? It's 80 feet. I'm not gonna be that high. I'm 40 feet above it.
You're 40 feet above it. Cool.
So I may or may not take shrapnel from the barrel when it explodes. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not that
It is 25 feet up from the
Yes.
ground.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Awesome. So
That was it.
here's an interesting mechanic I didn't know I had to worry about today.
Gunpowder blast radius.
Yeah. Does it just happen immediately? Happens when
I mean, if the barrel shatters, and then you're talking about whether the wick hits the actual gunpowder, then that would be one thing. But otherwise, yeah, and it only has a 10-foot blast radius. A keg of
Do we
gunpowder is,
work out the mechanics of that blast?
We did, but only if it's. I mean, but it's not enlarged anymore. It's just a regular gunpowder keg, so it's just that it already has stuff on it. It's
7d6 for a 10-foot radius.
Yep.
Okay,
And a
cool.
DC 12 dexterity check.
Yeah. About that.
It's a radius, not a sphere. So the
Oh yeah,
shrapnel,
so it's 20 feet out. No wait, sorry, still 10 feet out. Yeah.
it's 10 feet out, but it's a radius, not a sphere.
Yep.
It does not explode immediately. Okay, cool. So the question is whether or not the keg breaks. I would say, in the idea of dropping it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Cool. So it just drops right in front. Kara, does that? Are you ending your turn there? Where I have you?
How much movement speed did I have left? 40 feet?
You were 100 was right on top of it.
100? Oh, so I had 80 feet left. I'm gonna land on one of the rocks.
60 feet left, right?
I have 180 feet of it. 160 feet. You're right, 60 feet. Yeah, so I'm gonna land on one of the rocks next to it. But not next to it, like adjacent to it. I'm not gonna land. Wait. Hold on.
What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna hover. I'm gonna go to one of those rocks and hover still. But I don't want to fall from 100 and...
So how
I don't
high
wanna
up you
fall
want to
from
hover?
65 feet. I want to be like 5 feet above one of the rocks. Because haste is gonna end soon, and when it ends, I don't want to fall 65 feet.
Okay, so we'll say that you are 5 feet. You're a little bit lower than that.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So as you kind of shoot off, you are 5 feet above the rock. I hate you. Just to keep that in mind, as it is going we're calling this we'll call this from now on the Hands of Iekz. Hands of Iekz are going to do something bad. Here it is. You see one of the hands kind of shoots out from the like kind of like collection that's there, and reaches out towards you. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not great at those. Natural 20 for a 23.
God, damn it. So many nat 20s.
Dang it.
All right. Cool. You're tell me with a nat 20. Tell me what you give me a cool style thing. Is this large, like the hand that's about the size of what you of what would been like the dominated person hand.
I think as the hand comes streaking towards her, you just see her shadows kind of erupt out, like part the hand like an illusion, just pushing it past her as it evaporates away, and she's staring down that freaky eye.
Beautiful. I like it. Great. Awesome. What a turn. Holy cow. All right. So it is now that ends Kara's turn, right? And we had a legendary action on that.
Yep.
Cool. So now I need an intelligence saving throw from everybody. If you have been affected by the hands, you have advantage on it.
22.
You're fine.
26.
19.
Alastair, what'd you get?
26.
26. Cool. And then Yori?
19.
19. Nice.
19.
Nice. Prim.
15 for Io.
Okay.
And 14 for Gwen.
Okay. Cool. Gwen, as you are staring out the window, kind of in that state of fear, there's a moment where you feel like this kind of like weird sort of sensation on the back of your neck, and you like in the way of like someone is staring daggers at you, and you turn around and you see the woman that has accidentally stabbed you at least once. Looks like she's gearing up to do it again. Sarah also failed her save.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is this a charm effect? Technically, dominate person? Or that's what it's similar to?
It is similar to that. I think we ruled that it's because it's kind of it's not necessarily specifically this spell. It's basically...
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It's basically a lair action that has an initiative to it.
Okay.
That's not like the top of the round.
It's an ability.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
would I technically have the charmed condition? Just trying to figure out, because it hasn't come into play yet, and it's totally fine if it's not. But that's it's specific to the charmed condition that she's immune to.
I'll give you advantage on it based on the concept that you
Okay.
have that kind of charm condition thing.
All right, that's totally fair. That is a 15. Does that save?
15 just saves, yeah.
Okay.
So the 15, you still feel that moment over the
Yeah.
over your shoulder, as it is Sarah that has like a dagger, like just ready. Just
Cool.
I think you hear her go like, "I'm not sure if you're the. Are you sure you're the right one?"
It's totally fair. There is a
kinda, like,
fake
walks
one
up.
around here somewhere.
Yeah. Cool. So that is the end turn for that.
For flavor, I think Gwen is happy to have something to focus on that's not that terrifying thing outside, and so she chooses to focus on the anger and not the fear, because that's just
Yeah.
Gwen.
Beautiful. I like it.
Yeah.
I would say, ironically, because you saved against this, you would not be like if you were affected by a dominate person. I do think that would actually negate the fear effect. So you still have the fear on you. But
Absolutely fair.
yeah, cool. So that's the end of the green hands. It is now Io's turn. Yori's on deck.
I will move towards the window to see what is going on.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna roll for him. He doesn't notice. He's going to look at everybody and say, "Do we want that to go off quicker?" And point out towards where he assumes Kara sent the keg. And if nobody says otherwise, we'll just try to firebolt and hope that it hits near enough that the gunpowder goes off.
Okay, cool. So an attack roll on a object that is close by the it's 120 feet, right? It's for firebolt.
120 feet for firebolt, yeah.
That's definitely. Let me just make absolutely sure. It's about 100 feet away, so.
Okay.
Cool. So I will say it's a smaller object, but it's also not moving, so I think it's fair.
Wait, he has fireball. Let's just go fireball.
You want us to do that?
We're going to do fireball.
Yeah,
do it.
Cool. Same
Yeah.
I
range.
forgot that he is my favorite spell in the whole game.
Do it.
So.
Same range.
Does range have fire? Does range have fireball?
No, fireball is 150 feet.
Oh.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. Cool.
This is for you, Dan.
This is totally for you, Dan. I hope
Wow.
you enjoy this. What do we
boy.
need?
Don't
8d6. D6.
Don't forget to roll your 76, Evan.
Evan, please roll
okay.
a 76 while this is happening.
So it's
I mean,
a
I'm
dex
assuming,
save
yeah,
of
that's gonna,
17. Oh, look at all those sixes. 16.
Just so much.
That is
you know?
the best reaction. Just
I
look
need to
how-
get you a scroll of fireball just so that I can see you cast it more.
It's my favorite. What do we think Ios fireball looks like?
Okay,
He's told us before, but
Well,
Blue.
okay, let me, because I feel like in this instance, he would appreciate the reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, and like,
Yes.
so he points like a thing. You see, I think some of the eyeballs on his arms sort of like start to get a sort of fiery red look, and you see usually you see stuff that sort of has that like purple black kind of fire start to grow on his finger, and then like fire out at the thing.
Beautiful.
guys, this is so much fire damage.
And we don't even have the cake damage from Evan yet.
Exactly.
That's just a solid 22 damage, so you know.
So
That's
10, so that's 10, 32, 38, 41, 45, 49 points of damage, fire damage.
Cool. Will be halved somehow. Miraculously, this creature did make the save.
Okay, so
Um,
25, 24,
How
whatever.
did it make a dex save?
I know. I mean, it has
71.
one. So,
Jeez.
and I
You
rolled
gotta
a
take a
natural
picture of all of
17 or
these.
18. So,
Numbers.
okay. So, math. So 49 is halved to 24. 24 plus 22, because I just don't think there's any way for it to be able to duck out from that, and also the explosion as well.
46.
46 points of damage.
Love a fireball.
Here we go.
Beautiful. What's 6.
Not where I saw this game going, but I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad
Beautiful.
about it at all.
It is still up. Son of a bitch. It is definitely still up. It is officially bloodied.
Work with that.
Barely. So just a heads up on that. Barely bloodied.
Barely bloodied.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That was massive. Great. So that ends Io's turn, I assume.
His tentacles can attack. So are there still
There's
hands
no
inside?
way it would make it. From attacking the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Yori's still restrained, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna attack one of the ones that is restraining Yori.
Nice.
Spell attack. We said.
Yeah.
Hit. That's. I don't. 16 plus 9 is 25.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was a D8. All right, these dice really like you tonight, Dan, because that's max damage for the tentacles, 13 cold.
The hands break away and seem to slip into the ground.
Cool. What a badass turn for your
That's
Io.
incredible.
Way
Love
to
it.
go, Dan.
Dan,
Nice.
good job, man.
Easy.
Take a bow.
Well done.
Well done.
All right.
Well done, everybody. It's a bunch of,
He says, "Take our rage, our anger, and all of our sorrow."
beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, Yori, you're up.
Yeah, so Yori sees Io, I think he can see him from where he is, but he can't see where the fireball is going. So he sees, he knows, Kara took the barrel, Yori, Io, fired some sweet, but he missed it. So he's so mad. He's trying to pull. I just want to see. Fuck off. And he runs outside to try and see, and obviously, he can't see. So I guess from where he is, what's the closest way to get out?
There's a back door here. There's the window here. Window makes more sense.
Yeah, I think he'd go out the window.
This. No, we said Sarah was clued in on Gwen. So. Perception check, Yori.
Sure. The 18.
18. You do see that Sarah seems to have a hand on her, kind of looming over her. If that makes a difference.
No. Instead, if I'm on the way, I see the hand. Can I grapple the hand? Or do I need to grapple her? If I were to want to grapple the hand, if that was my intention.
I'd say mechanically your intention is to keep her from moving, right?
Mechanically, my intention is to throw her through the window. We're all getting out of the house.
Okay.
Or to throw the hand through the window if I can throw the hand. But if I can't throw the hand because it's more of a ghostly type thing or whatever,
Yeah, I would say assume Yeah, I would assume anything with that you'd be carrying her out the window.
Okay. Well, yeah. Nah, I'm gonna deal with the other thing first. So forget that. I see it, but I still just go out the window, and then
Okay.
I'm going to I'm going to bonus action Giant's Might, and then I'm going to throw a big spear at that hand.
Okay. Distance, so 30 feet gets you right where you are right now. What's the range for the spear?
It's based on strength, so, where is it? Oh, arms down. Yeah. Increases by 10d, so 10, 50. Increases. It's 100. It's 100, 200 is what it is. 100 normal, up to 200 with disadvantage. You know, that's sort of like past 100 feet. It has disadvantage.
For the spear?
Mm-hmm. The range increases by 10/20 times strength modifier. You can throw it further if you're stronger.
This is okay. So this is like specifically like part of the magic item description.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
normally has yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, you're definitely. I think you're right within the 100 range. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're right at 100.
And I will make an attack. That would be 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Okay. So 3. 14 plus. So 23 piercing damage. And then it is a DC 18 Dex save, or it is restrained, which probably doesn't matter for it because it's kind of restrained anyway. But
I mean, it can
whatever.
move, just for the record. It can move,
okay,
it's-
cool.
All right.
But a DC 18 Dex.
Nat 1.
Okay. The spear, which is my bad. There's an extra 1d6 because I'm giant size, which is an extra 1. So.
Oh, you are giant size?
Yeah, I said I bonus action. Yeah, sorry. Giant's Might before I did it. So, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like he bursts out the window, grows to giant size. The spear is now also his size, and just chucks it straight at the hand. And it, as soon as it hits, it locks in place there. So it's yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else on yours turn?
Yeah, actually, he's gonna throw a hand axe at. He gets 2 attacks, but he only has 1 spear, so he's gonna throw a hand axe as a second attack.
Okay. Does that have range?
Oh no, that range is not gonna make it. No, never mind. Not even close. So I'll
You do it anyways. You just
Yeah. Oh, that's wow. We made that spear really well. Okay. Let's see then. What is everyone is? Yeah, sure. There's not really that many people within 30 feet of me, but I'm gonna activate the King's Runic Barrier anyway as a bonus action. No, I bonus action Giant's Might. Never mind. So that's my turn. I just bonus action Giant Might through the spear, and that's my turn.
Cool. You got it. Gwyn, you're up.
All right. Well, I can't move closer to the hand because I'm frightened. I have Sarah glaring at me, which is nothing new today. Do I assume I see the hand behind her.
Yeah, go give me a perception check. You rolled a nat 20 on your Arcana check, didn't you? Wasn't it crazy high on your Arcana?
It wasn't a nat 20, but it was pretty high. I don't remember.
Okay.
Perception
Yeah.
is
Or
just
Arcana, either one.
Oh, Arcana is much better. So that's going to be a 16.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah. You know I'm the real Gwen because I haven't punched you yet for stabbing me. And I'm going to do a 4th level magic missile at... I'm going to send 2 towards the hand that's behind Sarah and 4 towards... Because we said it's about 120 feet from the window, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's the range of magic missile. So 4 are going towards...
Oh, that's smart.
4 towards the eye and 2 towards Sarah. Well, not Sarah. Sorry.
You're trying to hit Sarah.
Sorry.
I mean, she will take damage, unfortunately. So that's going to be pretty good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of force damage to the hand. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 15 force damage to the eye. And then I'm going to back away from the window, intending to start looking for the book that Alastaire is so determined that we need to find. Because I trust my friends to have that scary eye covered and I can't get closer to it. So I'm going to move away.
You got it. So you said 9 on Sarah's hand?
9 on Sarah's hand.
Okay, cool. And then 15.
And 15 on the eye.
Okay. All right, guys. Nice.
And I don't have a bonus action unless I can bonus action start to look for a book, but I don't think that's a bonus action.
You look around, you see there are there's definitely a bookcase in the kitchen, but there's only one.
That's a D&D 2024 thing. It's one of the feats allows you to bonus action search or whatever the thing is that you do. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. And I would look at Alastaire and just say, all right, let's find that book. And totally ignore that Sarah wants to kill me, because that's just how Gwen rolls.
Let's find that book. Just disavert eyes. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
In true Gwen fashion, just... I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine.
Great. Okay, so as we are... Yeah, never mind. Roll crazy high. That's right. What do you think?
It probably knows where I am because I shot it and dropped a barrel on it.
Yeah, this is...
And then flew in front of it. Oh. Trying to save you. Trying to hustle for him.
I got a 27 on the stealth.
You did. This is not to see if it sees you in there. This is kind of something it can just do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shots that have been taken from cover. So I'm going to roll with advantage to see if it decides this. Yeah, and it does. It is going to start taking away things that would provide cover, as it can do that. As a hand shoots out, grasps the tree trunk that's underneath you, and it disappears.
Cool.
So I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Let
Want to do some cool monk shit.
Well, because slow fall, I can just reaction reduce it by 30.
Cool.
There's no way that, yeah.
Anytime that would actually...
God,
I don't
love
use
monks.
it, so yeah.
I love monks so much.
But with that does mean that it sees you as that is something
Yeah.
that has as a trait.
I'll just backflip off it as it grabs it and just.
It does not get it back. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Hero landing.
All right, let's have some fun.
Do it.
So let's start with.
Use all your shit, Joe.
I'm gonna
just
use.
throw it at
I'm
us.
gonna use all of it. Oh boy.
Not
set
me.
it. Yep.
Use it.
First one's going to Kara. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Guess what? I'm hasted.
You are.
That's a 24.
Yeah, you're good.
Chicken.
Yori, I also need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm not hasted. So I got a 6.
Oh no.
And then for Prim, I need a Constitution saving throw.
21.
Did you
Nice.
roll with disadvantage?
Why would I have disadvantage?
Are you poisoned?
Poison.
still?
Poisoned?
It doesn't affect saving throws. It's just abilities and
You're
abilities.
right.
Attacks
yeah.
and ability.
What am I
checks.
trying to just get you to roll disadvantage all the time?
I'll do it, but like.
Unbelievable. You know what, Yori? Just for that,
It's Fenrir. He's controlling my brain.
5.
One of those nights.
He's ratatouilleing your brain right now.
Mm-hmm.
D8s for this in front of me. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need at least one more to. Oh, because I put them away. That's why. It's so hard to see with this wig on.
Yeah. I felt that way last year with the Yori wig.
Okay, there we go. All right. Yori, how much health do you have?
I have 28.
Okay, anybody got anything to throw at this?
How far away is he? He's too far away from me.
He's probably about 30 feet away from you. He's behind the house.
I'm fine.
Is this a spell?
Yeah, is it because I could try the blessing of the guardian, but it's not an attack, so there's no like wisdom save to attack him.
If it's not psychic damage, it's all halved, so keep that in mind.
If it's not psychic damage, it's all halved.
Yeah, I still have the Hill rune on, which is resistance to all damage except for psychic for a minute. I triggered that right when we were fighting the rat. It hasn't been a minute since then. We fought the rat, ran into here. It was turn by turn, so it's like it hasn't been 10 turns.
Yeah.
This still might do it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying just above board. I'll make sure we're handling everything we
Let
can.
me read something of Io's real quick, because he's
go
right
for it.
there.
Because I don't think a sanctuary spell would help him right now. It was a saving throw.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh. It wasn't an attack, was it, that this thing did? It was a
Saving throw.
Saving
saving
throw.
throw. Did you pass the saving throw or did you fail it?
I failed it.
I mean, Io could make you roll it again potentially to pass it.
Takes the lower.
Can
Oh, you take the
Alastair
lower. Never
see
mind.
that?
I forgot. Alastair.
Do you have Flash of Genius left?
You have to be able to
I
see.
don't know
No,
if
he
Alistair
used the
has
last
sight.
one.
Wait,
Maybe.
Alistair can see out the window on the table.
And I am a giant.
You
You're
are
Giant out the window.
Technically, I'm bigger than that, yeah.
You're muted.
So
Clinton.
Alistair does have sight on you.
No, that's why nobody was answering me when I kept saying I can't see him. Great. So he's within 30 feet?
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. And what's the effect happening to him right now?
It is. He is making a dexterity saving throw. To not.
Against.
Well,
Duh,
yeah,
okay.
but to be fair, I got a 6, so like
Yeah,
plus
Oh,
5
okay.
probably isn't gonna help there. Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. There's no way.
Do the damage, Joe.
Okay,
It can get
buddy.
picked up later.
Maybe.
Okay,
Oh,
buddy.
Yeah, well, that's the game.
Unless you let me like pull some bullshit to take it, and I don't actually have anything that would do it.
It might kill you too. This is a heavy hit.
Let's go. Bring it on.
We have potions that we can feed him.
because I have 73 HP left, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
might be
have
okay.
anything officially. Like, if there was a way I could give my success to him and take the failure, I would do that. But mechanically, I have nothing.
Okay.
All right. He's just joshing, guys. He's just rolling like 3d4 right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
12d2.
So flipping coins. What was that? That sounded like you were rolling a can over there.
It's my drink.
That was you kicking the
Let's see.
can.
That's nice. All right.
Kicking the bucket to a brand new resolution.
Can't do math right now.
I thought you looked really sad, so it's when you do math, you look sad.
I mean, that's natural. Math just makes everybody sad.
Okay. That is 57 points of force damage.
Yeah, that'll.
So 23?
23. No.
Wait,
24?
no. That's 20. 57. You have to get to 28, right?
Yeah, it's 28.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll
Yep,
do it exactly.
28, exactly. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't math.
Mhm.
Can you give damage? Can you use your reaction to give damage, like when it happens to you to someone else?
I can only do it
Or
once.
it's only when
It's once per short
Okay.
rest, so yeah.
Shit.
And I think it's only on like an attack roll, isn't it?
I forget. Yeah, it has
It
to be.
doesn't
It has
matter.
to be somebody else anyway. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think I could do it myself.
Hold 1 second, please.
Oh. Mm.
Nothing.
Well, it's that I. Yeah. I wonder if I. Sorry. Alastair stabbed me with his father's knife, doing 2 damage. I'm just trying to remember whether I halved that damage. But I can't remember.
I halved it. I said 1.
Oh,
point
good.
of damage.
Cool. Yeah. That's fine then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Yori. As you see this hand come out to you, you see it extend a fingernail and just go and just, as you kind of try to like bat away, there's this like kind of like translucent sort of thing where it seems to kind of move through it as it just touches you on the forehead. There's a moment when you feel nothing. painless. Then I think you look down at your hands that are holding your weapon. You see your hands start to disintegrate. Alastaire, Kara, Prim, and Gwyn. You all see this in this moment. And I will give a free action to everyone to do whatever you want here. As you all turn and see Yori is turning into dust before your eyes. Start with Alastaire.
I think it's the slow blink to the inside of Alistaire's mind that's just similar to last time, just a roaring cacophony of waves and water, and I think you just hear somehow this whisper that says, everything that we have, we need it now. And then back to him opening his eyes and just holding the cane out in front, and whatever energy he can muster, he sees all of the magic in the Feywild, the auras, the weave of magic that floats, everything, and just tries to pull everything that he can into him, just to the point of burning himself up as well, and then trying to stop what is happening to Yori.
As you do so, you see the staff start to spark. To keep things fair, I rolled a die against it, and on the idea of something being able to come up from this, even sacrificing yourself, anything, I rolled a nat 1. So the cane sparks and flickers out.
I think he falls down, just hopeless, seeing that happened, and just tries to crawl towards the window to Yori.
Gwyn.
I think in this moment, the horror of seeing Yori start to disintegrate away overcomes the fear she's feeling, and she stumbles after Alastaire towards the window, sees what he's trying to do with the cane, sees that fizzle out, but in a moment of anger and refusal to believe that this group isn't capable of stopping this, she would try to just gather all of the power within her as well and try to just dispel this magic effect. Has to be magic that's doing this, to stop the disintegration. she's fully of the belief that magic can stop magic. It has to. And she focuses all that power through her quill, determined that the diminuum inside it will amplify what she's trying to do.
Give me an Arcana check.
Dirty 20? Oops, that's Io's character sheet. Dirty 21.
With a 21 Arcana check. There's a moment when the necrotic energy that is eating away at Yori pauses. Almost feeling like the spell itself is turning to look at you. Waiting to hear where this debt gets paid. So Gwen, you have a moment's horrible choice. That you can hand this to someone else.
I think in that moment, her eyes would find Kara across the way.
I think you hear Kara scream no, and you can see the shadows coalesce around her, and she's just screaming to Mask, "Take me instead."
And I think that if Gwen knows she can't direct it back to the source itself, she trusts that Kara can handle this.
Okay. Yori, your small retcon, your hand that is holding the hand axe that you were going to throw seems to disappear as the axe kind of falls to the ground as the disintegration seems to stop right about your shoulder. Gwen, you fall unconscious.
Yep.
And Kara, you take 57 points of necrotic damage. Yori, you take half that. Which is further halved with your hill rune.
I see. I was gonna say it's the same amount.
In this moment, we feel a heavy sort of tension as Alastaire, you're rushing out the window and you feel Gwen collapse you're able to kind of like run under and just grab her just before she hits the ground. But everybody's alive. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break.
Jesus.
Unless, Prim, there's anything you want to say in this moment, actually, I want to give you...
I mean, it's very much so going to be, I refuse to let you take anyone else from this plane. And she is going to, I think in this moment, the rage finally sets in. The mask actually shifts down onto the left arm, so now both of her arms are that kind of spirit visage.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna jump, step of the wind, and jump straight at it to start
Got it.
thrashing it.
For Yori's reaction, I think it makes sense for that to happen when we come back.
Yep,
So.
makes sense to me.
Cool. We'll see you guys in 10.
You guys.
And we are back. So, as I mentioned, in this moment, there were free actions given. So I'd say everybody that can be outside is outside, except for Sarah. I'm not going to give her a free action during that because she's dealing with the dominate person sort of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to handle Yori's turn, free action, and then finish Prim's free action, and then we're back to the top of the order, which starts with Prim. So Yori, you are up. You are technically still giant. You are now missing an arm. You don't feel any pain. If you're, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm here. So I think, at first, Yori gets touched in the forehead, and I think there's that moment of disbelief, and then even though it's just sort of his arm disintegrating, I think he knows what's he can feel that's it, that he's like going away. And in that moment, I think on his face, what you see is, you see a sort of relaxing of the kind of muscles around his face, the expressions that he's making, and it looks like relief. And I think he just kind of mutters to himself as his arm is disintegrating. He kind of takes a breath and just kind of says, it was all too much anyway. And he kind of looks happy for a moment, and then Gwen stops what's happening. He notices what's happening, sees it go over to Siobhan, and like all of that still happens, and his arm is now missing. I think he had like collapsed into like sitting almost cross-legged when it happened, in that sort of acceptance of just like, okay. And then it stops, and he takes a deep breath. You see his eyes light up again, and he just gets up and goes, okay. And he's ready to go.
Got it. You can like full mechanic action. You can move if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If it's free action, then yeah. So he gets up and at that point he goes to Gwen. Wherever Gwen is. Where is Gwen? Wherever Gwen is. I mean, I think if Alastaire's there, he kind of looks up at Alastaire for confirmation, as sort of like, she's not. Is she? Alastaire, is she a lot?
You're muted.
Yori, I need you to watch her. Don't. Nothing happens to her. Do you hear me? Nothing.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't want her to. I didn't mean it.
Just watch her, Yori.
Okay. All right, I will. And he'll like kneel down in giant form, just like kneel down kind of over Gwen's like body there, and just kind of in a protective position.
Okay. Sense. Meanwhile, full slow motion, Matrix style Prim just kind of leaps, literally steps off of air itself and extends out forward, coming down to these cluster of hands with the eyeball in the middle that seems to kind of reach out almost as if to kind of like accept her in. Prim, give me your attack rolls.
Clarifying question.
Sure.
With the spear in it, because the spear had activated, is it technically like grappled kind of a thing?
It's restrained,
So it's restrained.
which means that you have advantage on all of your
Yep,
attacks.
you have
against
advantage
it,
on all your
and it
attacks.
has
So these will be
disadvantage
flat
on-
rolls then. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That is what I wanted to know. Does a 12 or a 16 hit?
Neither of those hit.
Cool.
As like you go to try to like aim for the eye, I think, and that's like the spot that gets completely blocked by these nails that seem to be tougher than steel that seem to kind of like come out and block the way.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. With that, we're back to the top of the round. Before we are to the top of the round, you guys are outside. Everybody on the ground, besides Gwyn. Actually, no. There's only a cluster of these left. So, let's do 3 people. We'll do Yori. So you guys beat 2. So say Yori and Alastaire. Roll me dexterity saving throws. And roll high. Please.
Ooh, 6.
Okay.
Well, 13.
13. Yori, you, Mirax, it's a low DC. DC is 12. So miraculously, you break the grapple because of maybe just your big body. Just kind of like being able to kind of like push off the hands that had already kind of held you down. Alastaire, you are grappled and restrained.
It's always weird how those are dex checks, but then all the other ones you get your athletics check.
This is like them coming up and grabbing you, like coming
Yeah,
up
it makes
out of
sense.
the
Trying
ground
to
and grabbing
get
you,
the first initial dodge before you're not pulling away. Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. So that is it for the hands. We are back to the top of the order. It is Prim.
Cool. No more poisoned. Yay.
Advantage. Full turn.
Which means sneak attack.
Yep.
I think in that moment, she's going to look at the creature and go, "Your attention is on me," and then will strike out. 26 on the first.
26 hits.
Cool. 21 on the second. And I will
Hits.
I'll bonus action third unarmed strike.
Cool.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
It's gonna be a lot of damage.
So, for the record, just because we have to kind of adhere to the rules, sneak attack would be on the
First one, yeah,
20s,
that's fine.
the first one you get, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. God, how much sneak attack do I have? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Where is it? It's like 2d6, I think. I have too many things. Why am I not finding this right now? 2d6. Cool. That's what I needed. Cool. So this one will be 3d6 plus 5. So 14 for the first.
Okay.
9 for the second. So we're up to 23. And then the crit, because I also have Savage Attack, I roll 1 additional die with it.
Okay. Nice.
So it's max.
Let's roll.
Max
Okay.
damage plus the die roll. So
Okay.
max damage that you could do with every die that would be included in it.
Okay, so 17 plus an additional 2d6 plus 5.
Well, time out. So savage attacker means you get an extra d6 when you crit.
Yes,
Okay, so we'll only add that d6 once.
that's
because
fine.
It's the crit
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Otherwise, that would be automatically 2d6 every time you crit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Orcs. So that's okay. So it's 11 plus 11, so 22.
22.
So 46 total, I think.
Nice. 2.
As she just screams, "I will not let you take another person from me. I refuse."
Beautiful. So you slam, and you manage to kind of hit the eye on the last hit. You see it kind of like close up in a weird way as it kind of like rolls into itself. So it doesn't doesn't blink. It just kind of rolls to the back of it. As it does that, you can see it kind of like teetering a little bit. Anything else on your turn?
That's action, bonus action. Don't really have anything with movement because I want to stay in its face and just make it really pissed with me.
You got it. Cool. It is very pissed at you. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. 7.
7. Cool. In your as you're like kind of like, you're kind of like beating this thing into exhaustion. At a certain point, you go to like kind of like try to like land like another blow, and you just stop. And you are stunned until the end of the hand's next turn. Okay. Alastair. Sara's up. Sara comes out. So Io didn't get a free, because I'm trying to think of like a way to be able to kind of like make this make sense. Io technically didn't get a free action for this, so I will say Io
That's
could
true.
possibly try to, because his tentacle can actually grapple people.
Yeah, I think because all of this is happening in very quick succession, so I think Io might have been like frozen for a moment, but he sees Sara try to go out, and so his tentacle tries to grapple. We
Cool,
could say.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's attack, and when the attack, let me look it up. Let me find it here.
Yeah, I have it.
I don't remember where we put it. I don't think we actually put it anywhere. I think it was just.
Yeah, I don't see it in here, so. must be
Dan
it.
sent it to me not too long ago.
Okay.
We looked through this. So.
I rolled really good though. I'm rolling like fire for Io tonight, y'all.
Okay, yeah. Roll to attack.
Okay, so that's a 20. What's his attack? To hit is a 9. So that's a 25 to hit or
Yeah, that'll
grapple.
definitely hit. She's actually pretty low. You might just knock her out.
Yeah. 7. 2 plus 5 is 7, right? 7
7.
cold
Okay,
damage.
yeah. She's still up, but she has a saving throw to grapple to fight against the grapple at a time. I think the grapple is. That's a turn. Grapple at 10 will grapple turn. Trying to see where we put this. I'm going to say it's based on the spell save DC because that makes sense.
Okay, that's 17.
Okay. Okay, so that one. So the important part, Sara's grappled. So the start of your turn, you may choose to keep the grapple release. Bonus, the grapple is kept to good mission basis. Cool. So on her turn, she's going to try to escape the grapple, but there'll be an action to do so. That's a 3. Okay, cool. She's good. She's good where she's at. A lot. All right, so that is the end of Sara's turn as she is desperately trying to break herself out of this tentacle that is trying to keep her from killing Gwen. Okay, it is now Alastaire's turn.
So having just talked to Yori, told him to watch over Gwen, and then getting grappled and restrained by these things, he kind of uses the cane to force himself up. And I've used this before for his like flash of genius, but I mean it can only be him. But you kind of see the like an astral type projection come from him towards where Gwen is at on the ground, and just says, "Either way, I will see you again real soon." And then everything goes dead silent, and you just hear in Alastaire's mind him go, "Fine." And then the cane lights up and starts glowing like it did in the house with the hag, and floats, and then kind of enters his chest. And you see like the watery form of Undulith kind of shifting between the ripples back and forth to Alastair until she fully stands up and just turns into this wild form of water flowing in every direction. And I want to get out of the grapple and walk towards my 30 feet towards the hand.
You got it. So as we see this kind of creature seem to explode around Alastair, pushing the grappled hand out from the surge of water that seems to erupt around him. Alastair, you were able to completely just slip the grapple as you are now water, as you move your body closer to the hand.
Yeah, and I think it's as wild as it looks, and you expect like the crashing sound of waves and all that. I think it's almost like the dead still sound, like nothing's really coming from the creature as it moves. And then I'm going to use my brain, maybe, twin spell, and you're just going to see like it's going to look like its form just shoots out towards the hand, and then the other one swinging back towards Sara. No, Sara's been restrained now, right? Yeah,
Correct.
Cool. Then the hands that are on the ground, back to the ones that were there. They're right next to Gwen. And I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Got it.
For 26.
26 hits.
Awesome. So just as it gets to him, it just turns into a solid, like, spear of ice as it hits them.
Beautiful.
And they're both going to take 18 cold damage.
So as this weird sort of almost amorphous, except you have the hands and the head, although it is extended out past, I think you can still see Alastair's body even through the water. And this, as it moves forward, sends that jet of water that seems to freeze out. Meanwhile, as Prim is frozen in place, you see the hands of Iekz start to kind of wrap around Prim, pulling her into the eye. And just from the moment of Prim, you like not being able to move, but kind of having your eyes kind of wide open into what would be happening. You see just kind of over one of the, maybe reflecting into one of those very, very shiny nails, you see this jet of water being, or jet of ice at this point, being shot out in the way, and you see it just kind of like, you feel that like really cold, like your whole face is going to be numb for a minute as it goes right past and shoots directly into the eye. Alastair, how do you want to kill this thing?
I think it hits it, and as it comes out the back of the hand, it spills back around and just starts to fully envelop it into ice. A Prim rolls off just as it all comes together, and then just shatters outward.
You got it. As that happens, there's this moment as it kind of like freezes in place, and the eye starts to spin around, looking for a way to be able to kind of maneuver the hands out, but losing control of the hands that are there. Prim, it is not your turn, but I think as you lose the stun condition, you see an eye right in front of you that's looking for a place to go. You're muted.
I would like to grab and squeeze.
Yeah, you got it. You grab and squeeze to like break it, or grab and squeeze to pull it out?
She's gonna reach both of her hands in, grabbing it on either side, and she's just gonna slowly press it until it is no longer existing.
Okay, you got it. Cool. So, for clarification,
Yeah.
just above board.
Yeah.
What's funny is that Alastair is there, but it's not Alastair. So not Alastair. Undalith doesn't nearly give as much of a shit as Alastair does. There is a moment that there is, just to be clear on what's happening, you are ending Iekz for good if you do that. But you are also losing whatever possible magic abilities you could get from this item.
I'll roll a d20. I'll roll a d20.
I like it. I hate to give you the gamer's guide version of this, but I want to make sure that we're very clear on what's happening here.
11 or higher, she destroys it. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's under.
Both make sense to me.
It's under. She holds off. That's a 13.
Reaction. I have a reaction. Can I take away?
You get a minus 5 it?
I will 100% -5 that.
The
And
water
Evan's
like
gonna turn
grabs
around
her
and give it
hand.
back.
and
Then I
she's just,
will
like,
use
crying.
the storm rune to give them advantage. You know,
The decision d20. It's not even.
It is a decision
It
d20.
is
That
a
is what
decision.
happened.
I will.
100%. 100%.
I do think it would be funny if Undalith, like the ice, grabbed her hand to try to stop her from destroying.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yes.
understand it. She
Yeah.
doesn't get that. She's like, this thing is going to fucking die because it hurt her friends. It has been messing with them this whole time. She went through things that she does not want to go through again. She's done. And so, yeah, she's going to try to destroy it. And I think I like the idea of with the reaction of she's trying and the water is holding her back.
Yeah.
Just enough.
As no. It's a decision
Honor
d20.
the dice roll. Honor
This-
the dice
this-
Yeah,
that
okay,
does not
fine.
work
Then it's
out.
gone.
Yes.
But I do think that like makes sense. It's like residual sort of Alistair magic is like trying to kind of like pull you back. But Prim, there's a moment in your mind of like, if I do this, then I can say that something is complete, something is done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
And you grab
Take
it,
a piece off the board.
and it's super gross, and it gets all over you.
Take it.
And with that, all of the hands, everywhere they are, disappear, go out of... the blood stays there. But with that, we are out of initiative. So, we will handle Gwyn in a second. But as you all are standing or flying or trying to collect yourselves on what has happened here. I'll say the stage is yours. Whatever you guys want to do here.
Oh God, that got everywhere.
I want to ask a clarifying question about the whole free action thing, because all I did was like say something. Wasn't sure, like, did Gwen do that? Did Mask help? Was there anything that I actually did? Like, what was Kara's response other than just Gwen giving her the damage?
Taking all that damage. Yeah, I think.
Because I imagine there's some.
Yeah, I think what probably happened there is, as you take this damage, Kara, there's moments where you actually feel like, the beginnings of the air around you, particles, pieces of the air. I'd say maybe some of even the feathers that are around you start to disintegrate around, and then you feel a very familiar, a horribly familiar presence of someone holding you as you feel Mask has fully enveloped around you, trying to keep you excuse me,
Bless you.
trying to keep you rooted on this plane of existence. And you just hear in your ear, not yet, not yet. We have a job to do. And you feel this burst of radiant energy. And I think all of you see this as well in this moment as it is depleted and pushed away.
Okay, so yeah, because she's flying or floating over that rock, I think she just kind of collapses to her knees and it's like shadows explode out of her.
Yeah. There's a lot of heavy breathing as you're collecting yourselves back. Alastaire, in your form, do you...
Yeah, I think it slowly goes back to Alastaire. I think it's a very intentional, slow change back. He's standing just 20 feet away from Prem. And just continues to look until Prem turns and looks, and we will lock eyes. We could have used that for any number of things. What were you thinking?
I wasn't. I reacted. She was messing with us.
Fair. Understood.
I'm gonna go help Kara.
No, we need to know how to help everyone here, and whatever magic she had, she kept it in a journal, notebook, somewhere in the house. Okay. If we can find that, we can help everyone.
Okay.
Sir, as you say that, you see the house starting to disintegrate.
It's fine. Go check on Kara. And I'll turn and start walking back to Gwen.
By the time you get back to Gwen, there's just the cauldron that's left.
In the same way that Prim squished that eye, can the house do that thing where it's almost like a sort of being sucked into a black hole, just folding in on itself, eventually just completely disappears?
It actually gets lifted up, and then that happens. So the cauldron makes sense for it to be in there. It's saying the idea that the house was never really there.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
it's part of the everything was part of the illusion, but the cauldron stays.
Well, cauldron stay.
Dan says that Io is stomping and cursing at the remains, if there are still any there.
Hmm.
That was for Yori. That was for the kids. That was for Eris. The things you made them do. To the hells with you. Just eldritch blasting the remains. Complete rage fueled.
You see the hands that have kind of collapsed in on themselves. I love this ending because there was a whole thing that could have happened otherwise, and this is great because it fails. So there's just, I think what ends up happening is there's just two normal sized hands that are left, and they just get blasted to smithereens.
Yori how's Gwen?
Well, she's still breathing, but I can't wake her up. I gave her a potion, but it's not doing anything.
How are you?
I'm fine. I mean, I tend to be pretty hurt anyway. Oh, Prim, and he reaches over. So, disintegrate spell doesn't disintegrate magic items. That's his armor and the gauntlet are both magic items. So there's just like this sort of hanging armor with the gauntlet attached to the end of it on, and he just reaches over, so it's his left arm, tears it off, kind of unhooks the gauntlet, and goes, "Hey, maybe you can use this," and throws it over to Prim. And it's at that point, I think, that everybody would see that there's just no arm there anymore. And he throws the left gauntlet to Prim, where he still has the right gauntlet.
Prim's just in shock, gets taken out by the gauntlet.
Swap!
The wound where it was at, it's clean?
I don't know, as Joe said, there was no bleeding, so I wasn't really sure what the deal was.
Yeah, there's no pain. There's nothing. It didn't. It's like it never existed.
Doesn't hurt.
Sorry, Yori. We can find a way to can fix that.
I knew that as soon as it happened. We'll figure it out, and to be honest, I could throw a spear with one arm. Clearly, you can fight with one arm if you know, there's anything to be shown from the way Prim fights. None of that's important. I don't know what to do about Gwen. Do you know if is Kara okay?
What happened to Kara?
Part of what was happening to me got split. Gwen, I could feel that I was dead. But then whatever Gwen did prevented that.
Yeah.
But it also got split between whatever most of it went to Kara, and if it was going to kill me, I mean, usually she's taken a lot. So, but you know, she doesn't look. Shouldn't someone make sure she's okay?
I would say that's probably when Prim gets over to Kara at that point, kind of slugging the gauntlet with one arm, and just kind of gets down, and just kind of, are you okay, Kara?
I think she's down on her hands and knees, and she's just kind of dug her hands into the dirt. And nose mask protected her again. But I think part of her is pissed at the hag, pissed at these woods for trying to take away her family. And she's just focusing on the gloaming forest. And what she's thinking, probably mumbling out loud too, is, I've brought my own shadows and I'll make yours mine. As she's just focusing on the gloaming forest.
One down. This one's gone.
This is nothing compared to what we'll face.
That makes sense, but that's one evil out of this world.
Yeah. We should make sure Yori's okay. And
Yeah.
Gwen.
Somebody also should make sure that you're okay.
I'm
That's
fine.
what I'm doing. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's hop on down and we'll see what we can do. We probably don't want to stay in these forests for much longer.
She, the feathers puff up on her shawl, and her features look very elongated and stretched. Like she's embracing the darkness of the glowing woods as she hovers to her feet and kind of drifts over towards Yori and Gwen.
Dope monk shit.
And I think Io, satisfied that everything's destroyed over here, would make his way back to the party as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, as we
in a sort of
approach.
like cooler moment, Io also has grabbed Yori's spear probably, and just kind of throws it to him and kind of does the here you go, little man. Kind of throws it over to him.
As we approach, Kara's just going to gently settle to her knees next to Gwen. And I don't know if Alastaire's holding her, or if he's holding her, she's going to take her hands, one of her hands, and just put them in her lap.
I mean, I think he's on his knees next to her and is taking everything that he has out of the bag of holding, anything that he has,
Okay. So then she'll drift down at her head and kind of just lift her head into her lap so that she's not laying on the ground. And just be holding Gwen there, trusting that Alastaire will figure it out.
Without looking up at you, still pulling things out. What can your god do for her right now?
I'm going to reach forward and touch Alastaire's arm to cast guidance. And I'm going to close my eyes as I do it and pray to Mask. Can I do anything to help? Can I find her in a scry? Can I go to her and pull her back?
Give me a religion check with advantage.
Natural 20 and a 2, but natural 20.
We'll take
or
the two.
a
I'm sorry, there's nothing.
20.
Did I not do enough for
24.
you? I think in a way that the scry itself would be possible, but not there'd be little to be able to be done besides the answer here.
Mm-hmm.
As Mask looks at you as she's not here. Her body is, but her she's at the crossroads. She's...
Crossroads with the owl.
She's at the place that's devoid of I'm sorry. And you see like Mask kind of like puts a hand over your hands. It's not. There's nothing more we can do here. It's up to her.
Can we take her somewhere to help?
She's already at the doors. We're gonna cut from here. Go in. You see a place before you devoid of any color. Heavy rocks draped in grayscale as before you stands taller than any structure you've ever seen. Doors leading up to an archway, leading up to spiked, horrid looking arches. You see figures on each side of the door, both humanoid, long extended ears. Whoever's got the train, if you could mute. They're dressed in all black armor, holding halberds, guarding the doors. This is the way you're facing right now. Gwen, what do you do?
I think she would also look around to see if there's anything behind her or to the side, or if this is the only structure.
As you look behind you, you see there's steps that are leading down to what looks like a forest of dead trees far off in the distance. You notice there are figures moving down there. It's impossibly far, but it's almost like your vision seems to zoom in. As you see, there are figures that are draped in darkness, seemingly lost, walking along a road cut between the woods.
I think she would turn back to the doors, and she's never been one to go back. It's always forward to the next thing. So she would walk forward towards the doors.
As you walk towards the doors, the figures that kind of turn and look at you, you can see their sort of shrunken noses. All their features seem to have been stretched and extended out around them, all angular like an elf, but in a way that is much less beautiful and much more functional to all perceptions. As you see them wielding their black axes, they look at you and nod. And the doors open in front of you.
She would nod back to them and walk through, this time without looking back, just looking forward.
As you walk through, you notice it seems to be a court, but is extended way out further than any court you've seen so far, that you can't really see. Maybe a distant throne, but to the sides of each side you see looming figures, shadows along the walls, portraying creatures fighting, battling. You see silhouettes of figures holding loved ones in their arms, crying over them. Gwen, I need a wisdom saving throw. You're muted.
That's a 9.
Gwen, as you continue walking along, you feel like something has been taken from you. There's no physical representation of it, but you feel like your mind is lost just for a sudden moment. And you realize you forget what your mother looks like.
She's not somebody who likes when things are taken from her, but she's going to continue to walk forward.
As you move closer, you see there are now physical figures on either side, sharing that same persona, that same look. They might as well be clones. They all seem to be standing still as statues, as if as if any movement would be against the wishes of the court.
I think as she walks forward, realizing that this place is trying to affect her mind, and if she can, she would try to cast Intellect Fortress on herself.
Okay. As you go to cast any spell, you see 4 heads of 4 guards immediately look towards you. Weapons at the ready. Do you still continue with the spell?
I think she looks at them. Then she sort of says, "All right, it's just me then." And no, she won't.
Okay. You're closer now. Give me another wisdom saving.
19?
What memory do you hold on to?
I think she immediately thinks of Alastaire in this place, specifically the moment just before she kissed him just days ago. And she's holding on to that because it's the strongest connection she has right now to anybody.
You feel a tug. It's this memory that you go to cling to as a positive memory. It tries to get pulled from you, but you're able to keep it and say inside your mind, this one stays, this one's mine. You keep moving forward.
She sure does.
Okay. Last one. Give me one more wisdom save.
Okay, let's go with these. It's been good tonight. 17.
Okay. What memory do you hold on to this time?
I think this time she holds on to the image of Yori beginning to disintegrate away. And then that moment that she connected with Kara, knowing that the job is not done and she so wants to see this through. And probably more than she realized before this moment.
You feel that tug a little stronger this time as it tries to rip something from you that keeps you grounded in the world that you came from. And you see steps in front of you.
She will go up them. Or down them. I'm assuming they go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear a voice call out from the end of the hall as you see a figure looming 10, 20 feet above you in a throne that doesn't look to have a bottom. It all seems to be draped in fog or shadow. You see this woman is sitting down, but she must be 10 feet tall. She is grasping the sides of her throne. You notice chin, lips, but her eyes are covered by this mask. She looks at you, assumedly. Well, seems that you have affected my job, Miss Gwynbataeus. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. See you guys next week.
Motherfucker Raven Queen!
No, we're not going to be here until the
We'll see you guys on the 15th.